Hey, so, all the way to the airport.
I have two.
You did? To see them open up the legislature. Oh. Quite a show. Quite a show. What is it?
It is an incredible building.
I've been in it before, but I usually forget how just beautiful it is. And how well done it is. Okay, I think we're there already. Like allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We've got an agenda here, and I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as written. Any discussion? No. Any additions? And all in favor? Aye. Aye. We've got minutes of December 7th, regular meeting minutes. And, once again, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of December 7th, 2016, as written. Second on that? And any discussion or corrections on that? I have nothing. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Aye. And there you go. I don't have any correspondence for you at this point. Move on to the first selectman's report. And a couple of things here. I attended a forum at the Department of Public Health. It was pretty impressive. The commissioner was very much in favor of and very resistant to everything that was said about the proposal to merge all of your districts, your Chatham Health districts, all your various health districts, require all of the towns, all the tribal units, all the cities to become members and pay 1.5% of your annual budget for your health care coverage, your statewide health district coverage. Right now we're paying about $94,000 to the Chatham Health District per year. 1.5% would be about $450,000. And he's quite serious about it. The word I get talking to Melissa and others is that it's dead on arrival. There's no more than 2 or 3 members of the legislature that would support it. But you know, it was unbelievable back with the probate system when they did the same thing. They regionalized it. It was costing us about $2,000. That went to 11 today. And that somehow got through, and we have to watch this very, very carefully to make sure that this doesn't happen. It would just be an absolute body blow that we couldn't begin to handle this time. Johnny Blaschick, December 18th, there was a send-off up at St. Bridget's for him. Very well received. Our proclamation was read there. Johnny spoke for quite a long time. He's very different from the Johnny I used to know. Much more contrite, much more committed. I don't know if it's going to stick or not, but within the next few days he'll be headed down to Virginia, and he's going to be become a Trappist monk and basically spend the balance of his life praying and making fruitcakes. So they do support the abbot down there. It's a very interesting proposition. There was a very impressive ceremony, well attended, and I'm very pleased that I was able to go and be part of that. with a shared services report here. You can take a look at. Not a great deal under the Board of Ed. Probably the most interesting thing is that all the security systems, cameras, alarm systems, readers, they've had a thorough inspection and software update. So they're in very good order. You look at the town of East Haddam, the roof on this building has been replaced. I stopped by a number of times when it was being worked on and talked to the guys. They said they found some dampness, but there was no deterioration, no rot, no problems with the roof under the existing shingle, so it was a timely repair. We've had an OSHA inspection at our firehouses, and they found several issues, mostly electrical, and those have all been corrected. Town beach, the retaining wall has been completed. It was a telephone poles that have been just stacked up, if you remember, over in the end of the pavilion, and it's pretty badly deteriorated. That's all been replaced. You get down to electrical repairs on New Screen once again, prior to the tree lighting ceremony, which was quite a nice ceremony. Town dock has been removed, and relevant there. Financial side of things. Capital projects are moving along well. We'll talk a little bit more about some of those in a moment. Budgets are starting to come together. I think the school budget is just about wrapped up now, and we'll be getting going on our own budget fairly quickly. One of the interesting things this year, the state of Connecticut has a new law that places a cap on municipal spending, and this is the town and Board of Ed combined. The increase may not be greater than 2.5% or the rate of inflation. So they've actually put a cap. And I can tell you if that PPH program for 1.5% goes through, either we're going to do an awful lot of cutting or we're going to blow that limit big time. We've completed our audit for the town of East Haddam. Second year in a row, it was not issued a management letter. And a management letter basically says, it's not a body blow, but there's stuff that isn't quite right in there that you need to correct. And when you get one that doesn't have a management letter, it's pretty unusual. It's exceptional. And it's an indication of just how well our budget is being handled and documented, and that the information that's in there is pretty darn good. Our annual report has been printed, and it's been approved on the 13th of December, and copies are available all over. That's about the extent. Any questions on that, or if you want a little bit of elaboration on it?
No, I'm good.
Just when they come about financial health, it's more on the processes of our finances. The fact that we have no accounts is a big deal. We haven't had any accounts in many years. So.
We're doing a good job with it. Okay. Time for citizens' concerns. Do you have any comments or concerns from the citizens? Anything out there? Okay. Move on. Shagbark solar panel. Got word yesterday, was it? Or yesterday, that they have come up with financial backing. They're going to be moving forward with it now. It's a company called RER, and it's out of Reading, Pennsylvania. I'm going to try to stop by tomorrow and sit down with Julia and get a little more information about it. But their estimate on their part is that it's going to take 4 to 5 months to complete the project. They have the time. If there are major snowstorms, there's major issues where they can't move forward, that's force majeure, and they are allowed to extend the contract or extend the deadline by that amount. Ordinary weather and just ordinary winter stuff isn't going to impact it. But any questions on that? Anything there?
And it doesn't affect their deal on the Eversource side, right? So we're-
No. Everything you made, this is strictly the money and the ability to go ahead and move forward with it. And exactly what the parameters are, exactly what they got, I don't know yet. But they are indeed moving forward at last. Goodspeed Airport, the scenic easement. You've got a letter in there that we sent to, actually, the Attorney Hudson. And basically what had happened, land use people and the Bob Kazner, the economic development, had taken a look at it and looked at what he had proposed. And we don't have a final document yet on the scenic easement, what it's going to look like. I'm a little surprised that I thought that was going to be coming through. But they were looking at it in the light that the state of Connecticut was going to be granted the scenic easement. That troubled them a little bit. When you look up here at what's happened to Sunrise and how poorly managed that is, and they felt a little concerned. They asked that we send a letter expressing the willingness, not asking that it be done, but the willingness, that this town of East Haddam would be given the scenic easement and required to maintain and take care of it, and made it clear that we weren't pushing him to change it, and we looked at whatever we wanted to do, but that we thought it might be a better idea. I find that I had expected to see a copy of that scenic easement coming back. The fact that it hasn't come back leads me to believe that perhaps Tim Ellen is considering what we offered. That may come to fruition. I think that would be a much better program. We certainly have a much greater interest in protecting that and making certain that it's what we're looking for.
So just be clear, they came to us and asked that we look at the scenic easement be the town compared to the state, or?
No, we
initiated it.
We initiated it and offered the suggestion that we might make a better steward.
Is that allowed by?
He can grant the scenic easement to anyone he wishes to. The burden on whoever receives the scenic easement is to enforce it, is to maintain it. And to be honest, Connecticut is not in a good position to be doing that sort of thing right now.
When you say maintain, is there costs associated with that?
There could be no cost, it'd be a oversight. If someone started doing something that was improper, we'd have to bring that to the appropriate authorities, whatever, attention.
But it wouldn't be until the time that it ceases to be an airport.
Right.
So
So long as it's an airport, it's going to be functioning as an airport.
I agree with you. I think this is a better situation for the town to hold that. I agree with that. I got some interest in.
I spoke to Attorney Hudson, and he was inclined to think that Tim would prefer to have the state. And I said, that's fine, that's not an issue for us, but we just thought we might be able to do a better job.
It'd be nice if we can get it.
I'd kind of like to see that happen. To be perfectly honest, I don't think it's going to. Okay, we have a grant acceptance here for neglected cemeteries. And what happened here is we applied for a grant, we did everything that they asked for, and then they came back and said, well, there's more language that needs to review. The finance department needs an acceptance on it, and we're not in a position at this point. So what I'd like to do is just table that until the next meeting. Now that the Board of Finance a chance.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I'm just curious, so did it go through, when you say you applied for the grant, did it go through the normal grant process?
And it was filed in accordance with the instructions they gave us.
No, through our process
Yes.
in the town, which is it, before grants, I thought before grants are applied for, it has to go to the Board of Finance.
This one
They
didn't
have
seem
to
to
sign
require.
off on, no, all grants are supposed to require that, that might cost us money.
And
So I'm just curious.
as I understand it, there was no requirement in the description of the grant as it's written.
Last year, this is the first come, first served grant. Last year, we had a wait for the Board of Finance meeting, got their approval to apply for the neglected cemetery grant. They granted it. We were ready to send the application in, and they said, sorry, funds ran out. So it's first come, first served. So
So it did not go through the normal process?
Cindy went through, because we were approved the year before and didn't apply, she went and was one of the first ones to apply, so we got it. Because they closed the grant in like 2 or 3 days.
And
If
that
we
was,
waited for Board of Finance, we wouldn't have got it again. So I think she talked to Ray, and since they approved it last year and we didn't apply, she gave authority to apply for it this year, right away, instead of waiting for the Board of Finance meeting, we wouldn't have had opportunity.
but in any case, we have to go before the
Okay.
Board of Finance and get that approved.
No, they're not.
I think it's just a straight grant.
No, it's just a straight grant, and what they require is they need authorizing resolutions and acceptance resolutions from both the Board of Finance and the Board of Selectmen. And since we just kind of got this, and I just got the whole package now that we have to put together, I haven't had an opportunity to talk to Cindy about it, and her input, finance.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, in any case, I'd like to table that motion, table it.
Second.
Discussion? In favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of boards and commission changes. Okay, we've got a resignation from Vincent Garofalo from the Municipal Office Building Committee. And I'm going to make a motion to accept with regret the resignation of Vincent Garofalo as a regular member of the Municipal Office Building Committee. Second? Second? And any discussion on that? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And from the Recreation Commission, they are endorsing Pat.
No, it's not attached, it's just.
Oh, it's still in the same one, I'm sorry. Make a motion to change the status of Alan Howitt from alternate member to regular member of the Municipal Office Building Committee. Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And now we'll do the Recreation Commission. Recreation Commission, commissioners voted unanimously to endorse Pat Laffin for the current vacancy on the Recreation Commission. His application is attached, you can see it there. And I'm going to make a motion to appoint Pat Laffin as a regular member to fill the vacancy on the Recreation Commission, with the term to expire July 1st, 2019. Second? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
We have a regular meeting, minutes from the Fire Commission, and we're looking for Howard vote. And George Scribner would recommend that Bruce Dutch be reappointed as a commissioner, the Fire Commissioner. And I'm going to make a motion to reappoint Bruce Dutch for a second 3-year term to expire January 1st, 2020, as a member of the Fire Board, our Board of Fire Commissioners.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And we have a fairly elaborate one here for the Historic District Commission. And the document here in connection with it. And I'm going to make a motion to reappoint Mike O'Grady to a 5-year regular term to expire November 20th, 2018. Joe Zuris to a 5-year regular member term to expire November 20th, 2019. Christian Miller to a 5-year regular member term to expire November 20th, 2020. David Nelson to a 5-year regular member term to expire November 20th, 2021. Pamela Rubenbauer to a 3-year alternate member term to expire November 20th, 2018. Carl Stofko to 2 consecutive 3-year alternate member terms to expire November 20th, 2019 on the Historic District Commission. Is there a second on that? Any discussion?
So there's all these vacancies. How do they advertise them? There's something I can get somewhere.
You know, I would assume by word of mouth.
We have 3 vacancies still. Just curious if there's 2 commissions on it.
It would be nice to have those filled. Any further discussion?
No?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Tax refunds. We have 1 tax refund. And I'm going to make a motion to award a tax refund as the amount presented, $309.76 to Alicia Verdizia. A second on that?
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Public comment again. Any public comment out there?
Todd Yelston, 50 Bogle Road. I noticed that there's new welcome to East Haddam signs posted on
Yes.
82, 149,
Yes.
and 2 on 82, it turns out. I think they look really good, and it was my complaint for a long time that the ones that were there look pretty shoddy.
They were
So-
shoddy.
Who put those signs up? Where'd they come from?
Ron Turney put the program together, and then I found someone, actually found someone a little cheaper than had originally been planned for, and arranged for them to be up. And
Okay.
Did a great job with that.
Yes,
And
thank you.
it's so much better to have out. I'm sorry?
Consuming, that money came from Consuming Company.
Yeah, Consuming Union money gets involved with it.
Say again, I can't get
Consuming
Consuming
Union. That money was from Consuming Union a couple
Okay.
years
A
ago.
couple years ago,
Yeah, they're incredibly generous, and we see an awful lot of good things happening on
Very good,
paid for.
thank you.
Thank you. Any other? Okay, selectmen's discussion. Anything that you'd like to bring up or discuss? Ernie? Sue? We can get out of here.
Are we
We're
done with the
told.
budget? Are we done with budget?
We have the one,
You ready to talk about it? Let's plan to be Saturday the 11th, starting at 9 o'clock, town office annex. Until we're done, until you can't do it anymore. And then on the 13th, we talked about, Ernie said, you said that was one of the dates that you were free. Sue, you said you might, that Monday, might work for you for the day. Cindy's Bird Field's not available in the afternoon, so it would be like 9:30 to 1:30.
what day was that?
Well, I would rather have it all day, because
Yeah, she can, unfortunately, she has commitments in the afternoon at the Board of Ed, so she can only stay till 1:30. She can commit 9:30 to 1:30 on Monday.
What's going on Board of Ed, like if we're committed to taking a vacation day, she can't stay all day, I don't want to take a
She
vacation.
can ask Brian Reeves has a meeting at 2 o'clock every Monday at the Board of Ed that she's supposed to be at. So
That's the
it's on my schedule. I can ask her.
Okay,
if
well, I
she
think
can-
we could make a phone call, right, and see if that can be changed, or I don't understand, I guess.
Let's see what we
The
can
13th,
do.
can you do the 13th, you said
Yeah,
that week?
I'm good till, I'm good till
And
4:30 in the afternoon.
Hopefully you can get done in those 2 days. I mean, if you're doing all day those 2 days,
Right,
it'd be great.
but I don't want to take a vacation day,
I hear you.
only be off till 1.
We will relay that and I'll get back to you on that.
So, should we pencil in starting at 8 on 13?
8 in the morning? I can't do
9,
8.
okay, 9.
No, it has to be 9:30.
Has to be
9.
9:30?
Can we do 9:30?
I'm fine started with it.
Right, and I have a stop at 4, I have a 4:30 doctor's appointment. I'm sure by 4 o'clock we'll probably be burnt out anyways.
Okay.
And Sharon, good with that?
Pretty sure.
Yeah. I'll check with Cindy.
See what we can do on that one. Maybe tough. Anything else? Yeah, I got a couple of items. On the January 11th, that's a week from today, there's going to be a public information meeting on Foxtown Road Bridge replacement. And the state is going to be coming in. You've got a write-up on that in your file here. It's going to be a total replacement of that bridge. I've seen some pictures on it, what they're planning. They're going to put real stone onto it, so it's going to look right. It's going to look like it should. It's going to take about 10 weeks. It's going to be done in 2018. And that's going to be a little tough for the people living down towards that low end, just across the bridge, and there's probably 3 or 4 houses in that area. And they're going to have quite a detour for 10 weeks. It's going to be tough. Maybe they'll park on the other side and walk, because that's an easy road to cross. But in any case, we are going to have a public information meeting. That's January 11th. It's going to be at 7 p.m. right here. And then the next day, January 12th, at 7:30, once again here, we're going to have a public information meeting on municipal office conversion. Chance to talk about that, take a look at what's happened, what the schedule looks like, and that should be very interesting. I'm hoping that's well attended. That project is very close to commencing at this point, and it's looking good at this point. You need to come in and see what's happened. But once again, that is January 12th, 7:30 p.m. here in the Granger. Anything else? Motion to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
There it is. Thank you.
So thank you for switching days.